For as long as I can remember, I've always tried to draw my mother's face. I've spent countless hours constructing and reconstructing the many possible structures of our visage, only to end up with another portrait of yet another woman whom I know absolutely nothing about. I've spent my entire life trying to draw a ghost.
Goes or a throw rug, how you shape any common space, and the language you make out of looks and names, all the motions of ordinary love, all the weight it can hold when you say one name, all the motions of ordinary love, they grow and change, all the motions of ordinary love, all the motions of ordinary love, all the motions of ordinary love.
The closest I've ever come to seeing her is when I look in the mirror. I don't know the color of her hair, the slope of her nose, or even the shape of her lips. But what I do know is the hunger and sadness that lurk behind her eyes and stained every thought she ever had. I know this because they're lurking in mine too. The shadows of doubt, the inescapable worries of a wasted existence.
Where are you headed off to? Dinner will be ready in about an hour. And besides, I thought Ari was coming over.
She is, but I just thought I'd head down to the bridge for a bit and take a few pics. I mean, the lighting right now is just perfect.
Okay, just don't be gone too long. We don't want to have to start without you.
Okay. My mom, Clementine, has begun to grow fearful of me ever since I began asking questions about my birth mother. She would never say it outright, but I can see it in her eyes that a debilitating foreboding consumes her. She's keeping something from me, and I don't know what it is or why, but what I do know is that it's breaking her. I love you, Mom. I'll be back soon, I promise.
Kesha thought we were sisters?
Of course I can. We practically look like twins, Mom.
I really want to thank you for going shopping with me today. You're growing up so fast. It's nice to get to spend some quality time with you.
Aw, Mom, of course. I like spending time with you. We're so close. It's like you can read my mind.
Of course I can. All mothers can read their daughter's mind. It's in our shared DNA.
You know what we should do? We should take a picture together, so we can always remember this day.
Oh, I love that idea. But none of that selfie stuff, okay?
What do you mean by that?
I just mean I'd like to have a real photo of the two of us. None of that some Instagram stuff, you know?
Fine. Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but would you mind taking my mom and I's picture?
Sure. Every face I capture on film through the snap of my camera shutter is another face that could potentially be one of my birth parents. I know I sound crazy, deranged like some obsessed stalker on a mission of self-destruction. I know all too well that my quest could result in the isolation of my real family. The people have raised me and nurtured me and supported me through every step of my short life thus far. And yet, I can't seem to stop.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
Oh, what's your name, dear?
Abby.
Well, Abby, your mother is very lucky to have a daughter as kind as you.
I know I should feel blessed to have the crazy, amazing family I have, and truly I do. But I can't help feeling like a part of myself is missing. Whenever any of my siblings ask questions about where they came from, our parents were always up front with them. Take my brother Mikey, for example. He's kept in contact with his birth mom through email ever since she contacted him over a year ago. And our parents 100% support him on it, telling him it's important for him to know where he comes from. But whenever I've tried to ask about my biological parents, all they'll tell me is that things were complicated. And if I dare to press the issue, I'm met with agitated remarks that more or less seem to deem me ungrateful.
Your mother was very young, and in a very bad place when she got pregnant with you. Why can't you understand that? Giving you up for adoption was the best thing she could have ever done for you.
Good for her, maybe.
What is that supposed to mean? Aren't you happy here?
Yes, truly, I am.
Well, Lindsay, do you think your birth mum would have been able to take you on vacations every summer? Or put you through art school, or sent you to all those painting workshops you love so much?
No, but just because she couldn't have afforded all of that doesn't mean she would have been a bad mom or that I would have had a bad life.
Oh, sweetie, that's not what we meant at all. We're just trying to protect you. There are some things that are just better left in the dark, you know? Does any of that make sense to you?
I guess. But that still doesn't explain why I feel so broken. That's why I've decided to find her. And I hope you both can respect my decision. Ever since that night, my whole family has looked at me differently. And it makes me shudder to think that I'm the reason for this sudden, palpable discontent.
Hey, Mama Clem. There's this end of the school year party going on over at Kelsey Abrams' house, and everyone who is anyone is going to be there. And since you don't want Abby to feel any more like a loser than she already is, you know, what with being adopted and all, then you should totally let me drag her there and force her to interact with some people for a change.
You know, I think it would be good for her to get out and talk to people more. She's just so introverted, that one.
I know, right?
You guys know I can hear you, right?
Oh, can you? Oh, go on then. You girls get out of here before I change my mind and force you both to wash the dishes.
Thank you, Mama Clem.
Go on now. I said get. But be home by 11.
Seriously, Mom? I mean, I graduate in 2 days.
How are we supposed to fit a whole night of farewells and debauchery into only a few hours?
She does have a point there.
Fine. But if you're not back by 1, I'm sending the cops out to look for the both of you.
Can I go too?
Absolutely not. You have to study for your history final in the morning.
And besides, nobody wants pretentious freshmen hanging around anyway.
Aw, snap.
Don't think I'm above burning you with my curling iron in the middle of the night, Abby.
Bradley Lauren Greene, do not talk to your sister that way. You're grounded. No TV or internet for the next 2 weeks.
But that's so unfair!
Come on, let's
She's
get
the
out
one
of here.
that's abandoning us to find the woman who never wanted her in the first place.
That's it. You've just added another week to your grounding. Keep it up, and you're going to be looking at one long technology-free summer ahead of you.
God, I hate all of you! God, your parents are so freaking cool. I wish my parents were awesome like that. Do you think they'd adopt me too?
Maybe. They do seem to have a fetish for fucked up kids.
Are you calling me fucked up?
Considering you stole and crashed our drama teacher's car last year, yeah, I'd say you are a little bit.
How else was I supposed to impress you? It worked, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
What exactly was your sister talking about back there? About you abandoning them?
It's nothing. She was just trying to rile her mom up. You know how when you're in a crowd of people, surrounded by so many unfamiliar faces, and when they glance over at you, they make your skin crawl? And for a moment, you wish you could just rip it off and exchange your bones for plaster and become one with the wall you're pressed so tightly up against. The only thing you can think about is disappearing. Aries never felt that way. She exists in the smiles of everyone she meets, transforms hollow eyes into hungry ones, can captivate an entire room in a single breath. She lives in the dying echoes of party scenes. I live in the waning shadows of dimly lit rooms, cocooned in a blanket weaved from awkward silences. Aries says it's because I think too much. But when her eyes lock onto mine from across the haze of a smoke-filled room, the static in my brain falls silent, and I no longer wish to disappear or rip my skin off or fade into the wall behind me. I'm consumed.
Golden brown from the sun. Your arms outstretched, you look much shorter than they've been, but still blowing in the wind. When I picture you, I think of your smile, and it drives me wild.
With just one look, she can bore into my skull and seem to read every thought I've ever had. When she touches me, her fingers burn holes into my skin, and I no longer wonder about the many missing fragments of who I'm supposed to be. For a few moments, I'm alive.
You put the brakes on this, and it drove me, and it drove me, and it drove me wild.
Do you ever wonder if your life is just one big mistake?
Every day. But then again, my mom has told me on several occasions that she wishes she had gone through with the abortion when she was pregnant with me. So, I guess it's not so much wondering as it is a simple fact of my life.
I'm sorry, Ari.
It's fine, really. Can I ask you for a favor, though?
Of course. Anything.
Be grateful for the family that you do have. Not all of us are so lucky.
I am grateful.
We can't let her do this, Peter. We can't. It will destroy her.
What are we supposed to do? She's 17 and she's graduating in 2 days. In less than 3 months we'll be sending her off to college. Maybe it's time for her to find out the truth about where she comes from.
I'm pretty sure they hate me.
They could never hate you.
Why not? I'm their ungrateful, gay, moody daughter who's on a mission to find my real parents. I bet they're wishing they never adopted me right about now.
Are you kidding me? You're their gifted, introspective visionary who got a full-ride scholarship to the top art school in Bridgeport. You're their greatest achievement. The only way they could end up liking me more than you is if I cured cancer. And considering I failed all of my high school science courses, I think it's safe to say that will never happen. Seriously though, if anyone is a disappointment, it's me. I am their only biological child, and yet I am nothing like them. I am their 24-year-old anorexic son, who still lives at home with no plans to go to school. I have been in and out of treatment centers since I was 15 for my eating disorder, and I've cost them more money than I'm worth. I think I have you beat in the loser department.
Don't say that, Eli. You're the most important person in my life. You're more than just my brother. You're my rock.
For not being blood-related, we sure are a lot alike, you and me.
Yeah? I always wanted to be just like you when I was growing up.
For what it's worth, I think you're doing the right thing looking for your mom.
You do?
I don't know why nobody else has ever seen it. Maybe it's because you do such a great job of pretending like everything is okay, but your eyes betray you, you know? You have a hollow void that consumes you. Same as the one that's been devouring me for as long as I can remember. The only difference is there's a strength inside you too. All those years you spent wishing you could be just like me, I spent wishing I was strong like you. It's time to go home, Abby. If there's anyone who's strong enough to face it, it's you.
I think there comes a time in all our lives when we feel a shift. When we're no longer just paper dolls, living out elaborate lives within the confines of our imagination. And I know for me that that moment is right now, as I stand here on the precipice of my own futile existence and weigh the odds of who I am versus who I was meant to be. For I'm not just another person, nor a girl, nor simply someone's daughter. I'm someone's legacy. And I'm going to find out just exactly who that someone is. Even if it means burying myself in the process.
Chained to be a bone digger, a soul sister, a born winner. And maybe we are two sinners who go bigger but burn quicker. Lies, the bullshit and the lies. Like, oh, I could have died, yeah, lucky to be alive. I want truth and reason, clean and decent. I want new school teachings, deeper meanings. Thought I'd be a bone digger, a stone figure, a quick trigger. But now I see a life richer, a nice picture. The lights flicker, the lies, the bullshit